Have you ever wondered why so many people grow up hating to learn? Or why a temporary failure in understanding a concept is so easily mistaken for personal incompetence? In our educational journey, a local setback, like struggling with a difficult equation or failing a single exam, is often magnified into a harsh lifelong verdict about our overall intelligence. We receive a low score, jump to a hasty conclusion that we are simply bad at math, and eventually lock the entire learning system out of our lives. This kind of reasoning is low in quality, lacks proper controls, yet inflicts massive psychological damage. Exams are merely measurements designed to evaluate performance under specific conditions and grading standards. They can never measure your total potential, future trajectory, or inherent human value. Yet, we frequently commit the error of turning a temporary measurement into a permanent identity. When we face complex societal, environmental, or technological issues, this avoidance of rigorous thinking catches up with us. We might feel a strong sense of passion regarding public policies, but without the necessary analytical tools and scientific literacy, our passion can easily be hijacked by empty slogans and emotional rhetoric. A strong sense of justice, without cognitive tools, means our opinions are essentially managed by someone else. Traditional education often conditions us to be passive receivers of information. Teachers lecture, students listen. Teachers assign questions, students provide answers. Teachers hand down scores, and students internalize their mistakes. However, real-world understanding requires an active intellectual battleground where concepts, data, and methods are rigorously debated, questioned, and refined. True learning begins when we stop treating knowledge as a rigid set of rules imposed upon us, and start treating it as an active toolkit for navigating reality. This brings us to the core of scientific literacy, which is not merely about memorizing established facts like planetary orbits or biological structures, but about mastering a method for confronting the unknown. When faced with an unfamiliar claim, our immediate instinct is often to accept it blindly, share it instantly, or react with extreme emotion. Scientific literacy introduces a vital set of cognitive breaks. It teaches us to pause and ask fundamental questions. Who is making this claim? Where is the evidence? What is the quality of that evidence? Are there alternative explanations? Are we looking at correlation or causation? And most importantly, are we willing to update our stance if superior evidence emerges tomorrow? Rumors and conspiracy theories are often seductive because they offer quick, absolute certainties, whereas scientific evidence is modest, nuanced, and encumbered by limitations. Rational thinking can feel tedious, but it is precisely what protects us from intellectual manipulation. Science champions a specific temperament, delaying judgment. Instead of rushing to conclusions the moment we encounter a catchy headline or a confident opinion, we must learn to evaluate the methodology, sample sizes, and potential conflicts of interest behind the data. In the realm of knowledge communication, making complex information accessible is a crucial engineering task rather than mere entertainment. Experts often struggle to engage the public because they rely heavily on dense jargon, locking audiences outside the door. Effective communication does not demand that people instantly care about obscure research. Instead, it starts from the issues people already care about: their health, work, families, and future. Metaphors act as scaffolding, helping us climb up to visualize complex structures, but once we reach the top, we must recognize the boundaries of those metaphors to avoid profound misunderstandings. Striking the right balance between engagement and accuracy is a constant tug-of-war. While humor and engaging stories serve as lubricants to reduce cognitive friction, they must never sacrifice factual accuracy or obscure uncertainty. This challenge becomes even more pronounced in the age of artificial intelligence. Today, we have powerful tools at our fingertips that can instantly generate essays, summaries, and data analyses. However, these advanced tools can easily deceive us because fluency does not equal accuracy. An AI assistant can sound exceptionally confident while completely fabricating information with a smooth professional tone. Therefore, critical thinking in the AI era is more demanding than ever. We must verify primary sources, cross-check generated summaries against reality, and cultivate the courage to utter 3 essential words: I don't know, I need to check. Admitting ignorance is not shameful. It is the absolute starting point of rational inquiry. Many people are not genuinely indifferent to knowledge. Rather, they were once pushed away by intimidating jargon, harsh exams, or the fear of looking foolish. Once a person learns to swallow their curiosity, they surrender their right to question the world to others. But the world around us is infinitely more complex than any school test, and it rarely provides neatly printed multiple-choice questions. It bombards us with data, competing claims, emotional rhetoric, and rapid technological shifts. To navigate this reality, we must strengthen our critical thinking muscles through continuous practice. By refusing to let premature conclusions define our capabilities, and by keeping our inner flame of curiosity alive to illuminate problems, rather than burn down understanding, we reclaim our right to question, to think, and to meaningfully participate in shaping our shared future. Like and subscribe for more cognitive insights. Have a nice day.